All right, boys and girls, spelling lesson number 22. So today you're going to be working on pages 85 and 86. On Thursday, you're going to be doing pages 87 through 88. So go ahead and get your workbook out and let's go over the words quick first. So as always, repeat after me. Compress, compound, concave, configure, conversed, conforming, design, detour, deactivate, discount, discovery, dissatisfied, scales, marine, fisheries, seafloor, cartilage, streamlined, membranes, illuminate, luminous, imposition, opposition. Fantastic. Go ahead and open up your textbook page to 85. Gonna go over some of the directions on here. So it's all about prefixes, this chapter. So let's go ahead and read here. A prefix is a word part that is added to the beginning of a root or a root with a suffix. A prefix is also known as an affix. Affixes expand the meaning or function of a word. Write pattern words to complete the exercises. Sort the words by their prefix. So we have 4 different prefixes here. The first one is con, second one is dis, third is com, and the last one is d. So you're going to use the pattern words here, the 12 words here, and just just write these down according to the prefix that it begins with. Second section, write the content words, so this section here, to complete the exercises. So go ahead and pause it and complete page 85. But before you do that, let me go over the directions for page 86. So we got the prefixes here, some different ones. So IL, IM, and OP, and roots and suffixes. So we usually go over this on the whiteboard in school. So remember, the prefixes and suffixes and roots each have their own meaning. So knowing these are super helpful in terms of vocabulary, because that way you don't always have to look up the dictionary if you know the meaning of the prefixes. So write the vocabulary words. We have the 4 vocabulary words here. Illuminate, luminous, imposition, opposition. And then number 5 through 8, refer to the table to complete the exercises and match each word to its definition. Okay, so I linked the children's dictionary, so you can definitely use this website that I linked in the Google Classroom to match the meaning, or if you can look at the prefixes and suffixes, you can sometimes determine the meaning without looking at the dictionary. And then 9 through 13, you're going to be using them to complete the sentences, the vocabulary words. And some of them will be used twice. All right, now is your time to pause and then replay the video again once you're finished. Okay, so let's go over these. I'm not going to go over 1 through 12 because they're pretty straightforward, right? 13 through 19, let's see what you guys got. Many fish species are found in blank habitats, marine habitats, so water habitats, God designed fish to be blank so they could move easily through water. Streamlined. To help fish breathe, God made fish with gill, blank, so oxygen could be absorbed from water, membranes. Number 16, for defense, God created fish with bony scales. Now we got different types of fish in number 17. Cod, haddock, and pollock are examples of marine fish. They live near the seafloor, the bottom of the ocean. Some examples of marine fish that have skeletons made of an elastic tissue called cartilage. So we have this on the tip of our nose, cartilage. Let me show you. And in between our knee, the joints in our knees, it's like the soft part to protect ourselves. So the types of fish that have skeletons made of cartilage are sharks and rays. 19. Fisheries are businesses that sell, harvest, or process fish and are vital sources of food and income. Okay, vocabulary words. Again, I'm going to skip these because they're all so straightforward. Just got to write these words down. Let's see how you did with the definitions. Okay, so the definitions are a state of placing or believing something opposite. So right away, without even looking at the dictionary, we can tell that number 6 is going to be A, because we have opposition and opposite, meaning they, for example, like in a debate, you will bring up an opposition, counter argument. A. Right. B. Quality of emitting or reflecting light. So when you're reflecting light, it's number 5, luminous. Okay, so if something is luminous, that means it's able to reflect light. So, for example, this flashlight is luminous because it's able to reflect light. Okay? C, to make, supply, or brighten with light. So look at the word illuminate. So light, 8, make. So making light. Make light. Ta-da! This is why I love learning prefixes and suffixes and roots. And lastly, a state of placing an unreasonable burden upon someone. So to put a burden, placing a burden is imposition. D. So in here, these guys are placing a lot of burdens and troubles into this cat. All right, so let's look at the vocabulary words to complete the sentences. Malcolm's face showed his blank to the proposed area of research for her group science project. So he does not want to do the science project topic. So he's showing his opposition. He does not approve of it. He disagrees. Malcolm did not want to add more work for the science team or cause an blank, but he decided to share his thoughts. So he didn't want to cause a burden on anybody, so imposition. So he just decided to share his thoughts. So I strongly believe that we should focus our research project on coral reefs and the blank fish that lives in this diverse ecosystem. So not illuminate, because that's a verb. It should be an adjective because it would describe fish. So luminous. Fish that emit light. 12. Malcolm continued, we can concentrate our area of study on how God designed these fishes and how they blank the coral reef waters with their intricate designs. So they're going to be doing something, so it's a verb, illuminate. So how the luminous fish illuminates the sea. How they bring light into the water. And lastly, the science team agreed with Malcolm and decided to focus on the unique blank traits of fish and how God created each fish with distinct features. So again, we have an adjective that will describe kinds of trait. So what kind of trait? It's a luminous fish, so bright light emitting fish. Okay? Fantastic work as always. Have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday, and I will see you tomorrow.